Happy New Year, YouTube. It's Audrey coming to you with my answers to the craft tag your it started by the CoCo Martha. Just watched a video earlier today from Cheryl over at Jim's Isle, and she didn't particularly tag anyone, but she did say that she was tagging anyone who hadn't been tagged and who would like to get in on it. So I thought I would give it a try and answer some of the questions to let you know a little bit more about me. And the first question is, how did you come up with your YouTube name, which is So Good ALL, So Good All? And the So Good part has been with me for quite a while, as I've been sewing since I was 9 or 10. And in college, I had a friend who used to make jokes, and she said she would say things like, "You so good," and so good stuck. Well, it was So Good ALP, which was my initials, and then when I got married, it became ALL. So Good All is what I came up with and what I've been using. What or who inspired you to create a craft channel? Um, well, actually, I had subscribed to YouTube, looking at a couple videos, and I'm not even sure it was scrapbook related. But then I had to um, work with videos because I came up with an idea for a program that I promote. I work for an association, and we do a lot of training sessions, conferences, that kind of thing, and I set them up and get speakers, etc., etc., etc. And so to promote one of my programs, I came up with the idea, well, I'll have one of my speakers do a YouTube video on his session, and I'll upload it. Well, I had to learn how to upload the video, which I hadn't done. So once I did that, about a week later, I was watching a video by Provolone Keepers One, who's also known as Craft Head here on YouTube. And she had just gone to the Scrapbook Expo in Milwaukee, which was in April last year. And I was going the next day, so I put a comment on her video that I was going the next day and was excited. And she replied that she hoped that I would share what I got. So I thought about it, and then I decided, well, heck, why not? I just learned how to upload videos. So I took out my camera, took a video of all the things that I got. So back in April of 2012, I uploaded my first video. And from there, I started to upload a video here and there just to see what kind of responses I would get, not really thinking anybody would pay any attention to them. And that's how I got started. Did you always love to craft with paper? I can't say that I always loved to craft with paper specifically, but I've always been very crafty and creative in various ways. I was always a writer and still am a writer. I love to cook. My parents might come home in the summertime when we were out of school, when I was in middle school or high school, and I've watched Julia Child and the Galloping Gourmet and reruns, and then they would never know what they would come home to find that I had created. I also, as I said, sew. I have sewn since I was 9 or 10. I crocheted, I needlepoint, I did cross stitching, I knit, you name it. I tried it, paint by numbers. If it was something creative, I tried it. In high school, I got into the old scrapbooking, which was the kind with the big brown craft paper, an album, and you cut out newspaper clippings and that kind of stuff. So I did do that, and then did that all through college and stopped, never really knowing about all the things available to the scrapbooking world until about 3 years ago, when my aunt turned 100 and we had a big celebration for her, and I was looking for something to pin pictures to foam boards with, and I went to Michael's, and the person said, well, why don't you use brads? And I was like, what are brads? So she took me over to the scrapbooking section, and then from there I was like, whoa, look at all this stuff, and I've been hooked ever since. So as far as paper specifically, no, but crafting, yes, all my life. Next question is, what is the thing that you do not like? And I try and be really flexible. I'm trying to be easygoing these days. Several years back, I was probably considered a hothead because I could get mad at the drop of a hat. But I've learned to mellow that out quite a bit. And I guess I'll go a different direction than most people because I commute 70 miles each way to work, and I go into work 3 days a week and I work at home 2 days. And one of the things, since I'm on the highway quite a bit, that really irks me is when people get in the left lane and drive slowly and don't let you pass or try and prevent you from passing, or just get in the left lane and drive. The left lane is meant for passing. So that is one thing that just irks me. And considering that I'll be going back to work on Wednesday, I guess that's on my mind right now. Um, One thing you want your subscribers to get from your channel. Um, I guess inspiration and just getting to know me and my work, and then taking anything that you could get that I may come up with and implement it into projects that you have. This is one big community. We all know that, ideas are not necessarily always original, but sure, if you see something that you like, steal that idea. It's always nice to get credit, but even if I don't, it gets somebody else thinking and creating in a new way that they hadn't done it before. So that's what I hope people get from my channel. As far as my favorite company, which is the next question, I don't know if I have a favorite company, but I do know that I like several companies. One of them is My Mind's Eye. And I tend to like that because you could buy everything that coordinates. I love sets that coordinate. Um, so you could buy the embellishments, the paper that go together. So that's one company that I really like. And then I tend to buy a lot of die cuts with a view simply because the paper stacks are, relatively inexpensive when you get them with a 40 or 50% off coupon. And then there's so many different ones. So I have quite a few of those. But I think the other company that I really like as far as paper and embellishments is also Bow Bunny. Now I'm getting into some different kind of stamps and things, but I like Unity stamps. I also am starting to like La La Land. I've gotten a few of those, and I just pretty much like everything. But those are some of my favorites that I can think of right now. Next question is, what is your zodiac? I don't really go by the zodiac signs, but of course I know what mine is. I'm an Aries, was born in April, and I definitely do have a lot of the fiery tendencies that go along with being an Aries. So that's my zodiac sign. What new craft or hobby are you interested in learning for 2013? Um, right now I'm not sure that I'm interested in learning any new craft. I think that I would like to get more in depth in the scrapbooking and paper crafting, simply because I haven't had as much time as I would like to devote to it this past year. And also because I have done so many different crafts in the past, I've had exposure to several of them, so I can't really think of anything new that I would like to learn for 2013, or a new craft or hobby that I would like to add at this time. And number 9, the last question is, did you ever think you would make YouTube videos? And that would be an absolutely not, no, not a zip. Did not think so. I It just sort of happened when Provolone Keepers One asked if I would share the things that I had gotten at the Scrapbook Expo. Um, I have never been one that really liked my voice. I still don't like my voice. And a lot of times, my voice, especially late at night when I've been up all day, like now, my voice gets kind of scratchy and itchy sounding. Um, and so I've always hated the way it sounded. And believe it or not, in college, I was a disc jockey for a radio station. Sounded a little different, but I still hated my voice then also. But people tended to not really care because they liked the music that I was playing. So um, I'm just glad that I have the opportunity and that there are people out there who are watching my videos and making comments. And I thank everybody for that. And I hope that in 2013 I can keep the inspiration going. And I will let you know that there are going to be some new things coming up. New blog is up, the sogoodcrafter.com, or actually it's just sogoodcrafter.com. And then I also have a new announcement that I will be making tomorrow, and there'll be giveaways coming. So I look forward to continued YouTube community, and I thank you so much. I've gotten to know some people, and I'm really enjoying being a part. So thanks for watching, and you have a great and blessed day as always.